Coming up on today's episode of Four Verts, the NFL playoffs are here. Wild card round starts on Saturday. Going to go through all 6 games of Super Wild Card Weekend, give my predictions for each game as it would set up for the divisional round. If you're fired up for the NFL playoffs to get kicked off this weekend, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, we kick things off on Saturday afternoon. Classic time slot for the Houston Texans as the Chargers are a 3-point favorite as they head down to Houston. 4:30 Eastern on CBS. I like the Chargers 24-16, 3 in a row to end the regular season. Houston has the worst point differential, minus 66, against teams above 500 heading into the playoffs. Well, every team you're going to play in the playoffs is a good team, so I don't think that bodes super well for them. I like the way Justin Herbert's playing. Quentin Johnston coming off a huge game, and the Chargers have had one of the best defenses in the NFL this season. And when it comes down to it, Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert, DeMeco Ryans, CJ Stroud. I don't like how Stroud has played this year, especially down the stretch. Give me the Chargers in this spot to win 24-16. Now, I expect DeMeco and the defense to keep Houston in it. They're playing at home, which helps, but this Houston team is kind of just skated by this year, being in the AFC South. If they were in a different division, you wonder if they'd even be in the playoffs. So I like the Chargers to win here, and what a first season that would be for Harbaugh if he makes the playoffs, wins 11 games, and wins at least a playoff game. I think he does. I think they beat Houston on the road this Saturday. Saturday night game, 8 o'clock Eastern on Prime Video. It is Pittsburgh at Baltimore. The Steelers 9.5-point underdogs. That's a big number. I think that's about right, though. I like the Ravens 27-17. Pittsburgh's lost 4 in a row. Baltimore's been humming to end the season. Their defense, the first 10 weeks of the year, was 25th or worse in basically every major category. They are first in the NFL since Week 13 in every major category. The turnaround that Zach Orr has led with this defensive unit has been incredible. It's not like it's just gotten slightly better. They're playing arguably the best defense in the NFL at the right time. We know Lamar Jackson's had a huge year. Lamar's been spotty in the playoffs in the past, so you got to take note of that. That's got to be understood. And obviously Pittsburgh has given Baltimore trouble over the years. It's probably the worst opponent consistently Lamar has had in his career, but I just don't like how the Steelers are playing. Their offensive line, especially their tackle play, the second half of the season has not played as well. Russell Wilson's come back down to earth a little bit the last month or so. George Pickens has been super inconsistent. And Pittsburgh's defense, while still good, has not been elite the second half of this year. I just think Baltimore's too much for Pittsburgh. And keep an eye on this. If the Steelers lose, which would be their 5th straight loss to end the 2024 into the 2025 playoffs this season, I think Mike Tomlin buzz on potentially splitting with Pittsburgh. I think that rumor will start to kind of spread. So keep an eye on that. I like the Ravens by 10. Broncos at Bills. Obviously, Bo Nix, Sean Payton in Denver, Vance Joseph, great story. They've done a nice job this year just to be a playoff team. But I really like Buffalo in this spot. I like the Bills 28-13. Sunday, 1 o'clock on CBS. I just don't think Denver can keep up on the road. That place is going to be rocking. The Bills just have more firepower, and obviously Bo Nix' first playoff start. Josh Allen's been there, done that. I think the Bills kind of roll. I think this is classic case of, and when you make the NFL playoffs, the whole phrase of what do we have to lose? Like, obviously you have a playoff game to lose. It's not nothing. But if you're Denver, you're kind of playing with house money, right? Like if you were told before the season, hey, you would win 10 games and make the playoffs, the Denver fans would have signed up for that 100 times out of 100. So I think they're just happy to be here. The Bills have bigger fish to fry. I like the Broncos and what they've done this year, but I like the Bills to dominate this game. 28-13. Bo Nix throws a couple of picks. I think the Bills take care of business here. All right, 3 playoff games down, 3 more to go that we will break down here on 4 Verts for Wildcard Weekend. Speaking of which, we will have daily content throughout the NFL playoffs. We'll also go live for a Packers-Eagles watch party on Sunday, so join us for that here on this channel. Now, we're not going to go live tonight for Penn State Notre Dame. Inclement weather where we're at here in Chat Sports, so We got another crew handling it on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel, so I won't be live tonight for that, but we will be live on Sunday, so be sure to join us for that as the Eagles host the Packers this Sunday afternoon. Speaking of which, Packers at Eagles, 4:30 Eastern on Fox on Sunday. Green Bay, 4.5-point underdogs at Philadelphia. Now, a couple of notes here. Christian Watson out for the year for the Packers with that torn ACL. Looks like Jordan Love's going to play. He dinged up his hand in their loss to the Bears in Week 18, but he should be good to go. I expect Jalen Hurts, and maybe by the time you're watching this, he's already fully clear concussion protocol. It sounds like he's in the final step of doing so. He was at practice yesterday running around doing some things. But obviously, you got to make sure he clears there. If he does, I like Philly to win. If for some reason he doesn't, I would probably go Green Bay, but I assume Hurts is going to clear the protocol. Give me the Eagles 30-24. They've quietly had a monster season in Philadelphia. All right, Commanders at Bucks. I think this might be the most fascinating game of the weekend. Commanders 3-point underdogs on the road. NBC primetime, Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going upset alert. I saw a note the other day. There's been at least one upset in Wild Card weekend since like 1979, and with the Bucks a slight favorite here, this is going to be my upset pick. I like Washington to win in a shootout, 31-28. Both these offenses are excellent. Both these defenses are pretty hit and miss, but I like Washington to find a way to win a game late. And what a year that would be for Jayden Daniels, for Dan Quinn, for Cliff Kingsbury, to turn the Commanders into a 12-win team. New ownership. I mean, it just feel like it's a new day for the Commanders franchise. And look, it wouldn't shock me if the Bucs won either. I think the winner of this game becomes a pretty dangerous team the rest of the way because they're so explosive offensively. So give me Washington 31-28. I think they eke out a close one, and this is my upset pick of the opening round. All right, Monday Night Football, 8 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. Now, keep an eye on this, obviously, with the LA Fires. By the way, anyone watching affected by that, thoughts and prayers are with you. This game could, get moved to Phoenix due to those fires, so keep an eye on that. But for now, Monday Night Football at SoFi in Los Angeles. I like Vikings 24-20. I think a lot of people are overcorrecting that, Sam Darnold, he shit the bed in Week 18. This is going to be Rams all day. I'm going to go Minnesota. They've been consistently the better team. The Rams did beat them earlier in the year, but it's hard to beat the same team twice. Vikings are a favorite. I think Darnold bounces back. I don't think he lights it up, but I think he bounces back. They get a little bit more out of the running game as well. Their defense makes some timely stops. That Rams offense has been pretty hit and miss, and it's very Puka Nacua heavy. So if Brian Flores can find some solutions to limit Nacua's target share, I think that Minnesota's in a good position and has a deeper overall team. But McVay, Stafford, O'Connell, Darnold, you'd give the edge to the Rams QB head coach combo, but I do think roster for roster, pound for pound, Minnesota is better. I'm going to go Vikings to win 24-20 over the Rams on Monday night. What do you guys think is the best game of Wild Card weekend? If you had to pick, what do you think the best game is going to end up being? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and join us. We'll be live for Packers-Eagles on Sunday night, or Sunday afternoon. Should be a lot of fun. Daily videos throughout the playoffs. We got you covered here on 4 Verts. My name is Harrison Graham. We will see you guys very soon.